welcome to my vocal coaching course. It's going to be unlike anything you've seen before, because making music and having a good singing voice doesn't start with technique. Surprise, surprise. It starts in your heart and soul. So that's why I begin this course in a different kind of way. I'll take you on a journey of self-discovery to a place where you'll begin to shine as you find your voice. Many people find singing is a lifeline. It can truly transform a person's outlook of life and bring a sense of well-being like nothing else. So music, as you well know, is at the heart of creativity, and we'll all have that capacity to develop and to grow and to make our voice heard. And to make our voices heard in ways that are uniquely ours. It's your voice. It's time to be heard. But first, how do you feel about being here? Help! I can't sing. How many times have I heard that? In our community choirs, so many times, people come up to me and they say, I don't know whether I can come to the choir because I can't sing. Hang on a minute. Everybody can sing. Why? Why am I here? Do I really need this course? Well, of course you do. Because as you begin to develop your unique singing style, as you begin to find your voice, you'll also begin to grow in confidence. And one way that you can do that is by sitting down and going through a course like this to see the steps and techniques that you can learn to grow in your self-confidence and to be a great singer and a performer. So what now? Well, relax and enjoy the videos. Here's what you will need: a notebook and pen, a time and space, and a sense of adventure. Have you got those three lined up? If you haven't got a notebook yet, it would be good to go get one, or just a piece of paper for the time being, and make sure you're in a space where you won't be disturbed when you watch these videos, because it's quite critical that we have your attention and that you're able to really apply yourself to the things that we're going to go through in this course. Let's get started. So in this first session, we're calling it All Things Are Possible. In this video, we will explore the reasons why we struggle with self-confidence and how we can reach our full potential by finding our voice. You see what I was saying in the introduction? It's not just about technique, being a good singer. It starts with your heart and soul. So we're taking a few steps backwards to start to lay a foundation so that you can be in a place where you can be confident in finding your voice and singing. When I was very small, I was very shy and introverted. In my early teens, I was a non-achiever academically. In my mid-teens, I was still very shy, but projected an image, like you do when you're a teenager. I was born in London, in Stepney, in the East End of London, and grew up in Norwood, on the south side of the Thames. It wasn't an easy childhood, but I began to develop certain traits, protective coating that I wore around me, because I tended to be a bit bullied actually as I was growing up. In my mid to late teens, I was growing in confidence, and in my early 20s I went to college. I took exams through the London University. You know my background. I was ordained into the Baptist Church when I was 23. I had spent 4 years in Spurgeon's Theological College in London. And although not very academic, I managed to pass my exams, which was a miracle. By the age of 29, I was an established international public speaker and performer. Now, I'm not telling you that little potted history there to impress you with my achievements, but rather to say all of us often have a difficult background, a challenging life. But that doesn't mean to say that we can't develop in our own way, that we can't be our own person. When we let our past define us, there's a problem. Always blaming other people for who we are doesn't work. And to be a good singer and to be a good professional in the music business and to be a good performer, we need to be in a place where we can be confident in our own skin. I don't mean big-headed, I don't mean overconfident, I just mean being comfortable in our own skin. So whatever background you have, it doesn't need to define you. If it was negative background, we all have a challenging life, don't we? All of us. Don't let that define you. It might be that through this course you'll go back to square one and start to put the building blocks of your life together in a new kind of way. It sounds quite dramatic, that, doesn't it? But that might be what it takes to get you in a place where you can stand and sing and find your voice. I took responsibility for my own life. I was ready to take risks. I had this opportunity once to speak in Spring Harvest, which is a Christian conference in Minehead. And I was speaking to 800 teenagers in a Butlins centre. And I was asked to speak about faith. So I got 6 volunteers to come down to the front. And I got these 6 to face one another, 2 groups of 3, facing one another, holding hands. I was on the stage, probably a 4-foot stage, and I said to them, if I fall backwards off the stage, will you catch me? They said, oh yeah, we'll do that. Of course, yeah, we'll do it. Well, I got the audience to do a countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I started falling backwards, and I heard one of them say, he's really doing it, he's going to do it. They hadn't joined hands properly. I went backwards off the stage, straight through their hands, straight through their arms, and I hit the floor. The back of my head hit this wooden dance floor. And for a minute, I was knocked cold. Out for the count. A few seconds later, I started to come to, and the first thing I could think of was decking somebody. You know, my old Cockney background there. You know, that was a faith exercise, and it completely let me down. But I have fallen backwards off of stages and upright pianos and PA speakers all over the world in different settings as part of my professional music career. And I've never been dropped once until I got to this Christian conference at Spring Harvest. Can you believe it? But really, you see, there's a principle here. Not that you're always going to get let down, but that you have to take risks in life to achieve anything. I had a vision for life that transformed my outlook. I began to find my way in life, not off the back of my parents. My parents were supportive of what I was doing, but I couldn't rely on them or anyone else. I had to have a vision, a personal vision for my own life, and start to take my own journey. I discovered a purpose for living. Some men see things as they are and ask why. I dare to dream of things that never were and ask why not. George Bernard Shaw. It was famously quoted by Bobby Kennedy, but he didn't credit George Bernard Shaw for the quote. Naughty, naughty. Why not? That's a title for one of my books, by the way, but I won't go into that now. You can always find any of my merchandise on my website, steveflashman.com. Okay, now let's see. Let's move on. In this video, we start with you. This is unlike most vocal training courses. I want to take you back to a place way before we work on your vocal technique. We will be doing that. We will be doing vocal exercises and technique. But right now, I want you to have a think about who you are and about taking control of your life and finding your voice. Why? Because you won't find your voice until you've discovered something about yourself. When you've done this course, you'll have the keys to unlock the secrets of self-awareness. Unlock your singing potential by discovering your unique character traits. Unlock the power of genuine self-confidence. Unlock the ability to make your dreams a reality. Tall order, don't you think? But it's a big vision. I want you to grasp the vision and come with me on this journey. What will you do with the keys I give you? Many of us live inside self-imposed prisons. It's hard to find your voice when you do that. Self-imposed prisons of self-doubt, of hating ourselves, of a low self-esteem, of blaming everybody else, of being defined by our past. These are all self-imposed prisons. We don't think we're good enough. We have a low opinion of ourselves. We think we're too good. We have an overinflated opinion of ourselves. We fear that people will be critical, so we conform to other people's expectations of who they think we should be. They're all self-imposed prisons. Simon Cowell, X Factor. Oh, help! But the fact is, you are not being judged, especially if you're part of one of my community choirs. We are here to enjoy singing, to be in a stress-free zone. You're not here to be scored. It's not a point system. You're not being judged. But you have to find your own way, your own journey, your own voice. You are unique and you can do it. We all have something to give. Enormous potential. I'm just looking at that picture. I love that picture. It's great, isn't it? It reminds me of being at the birth of all three of my children. What an amazing miracle to see those young lives. So your potential is enormous. Grab hold of it. Once discovered, the sky is the limit. Nobody can do this for you. I can give you the keys and techniques and tips and tricks that I've learned over the years, and I've been around for quite a few decades, as you well know. But you have to make some decisions. You need to take action as we lay the groundwork and the foundation for this course. Before we get into the singing techniques and how to reach your vocal potential, how to discover your vocal range, first we need to lay the foundation. If you don't know what port you're sailing to, no wind is favourable. I love that. If you don't know what port you're sailing to, no wind is favourable. So we need to map out our journey and know where we're going and take the journey together. What would you like to achieve by taking this course? I want to learn how to sing and celebrate the joy of music. Tick. I want to grow in confidence so that I can achieve my goals. Tick. I want to be able to relate to people without fear of rejection. Tick. I want to fulfill my true potential in my singing and performing. Tick. I want to find fulfillment in life and not dread the next day. Tick. I want to be a healthier person by being more creative. Tick. I want to make a positive difference to my friends and family. Tick. I want to enjoy singing and not get stressed by what others think. Tick. Singing will help you achieve all of that and more. Sing your way to health in body, mind and spirit. We do it together. Stay with me on this course. Take notes. Have a think about each video. Go back over the material that we share together. And let's look forward to you becoming a better you, a more healthy you. In body, mind and spirit. And one who will find your voice and sing to your heart's desire. May that be so. It's time to take action. It's time to make a change. Ask yourself questions. Look at the following 5 questions. Pause the video on each question. Use your notebook to note down your responses. This is all part of laying the foundation for you becoming the singer that you really want to be. First, what 5 things would you like to achieve through these vocal coaching sessions in priority order? Stop the video and write down 5 things that come to mind. Second, what do you think are your main challenges regarding singing and performing? What is most difficult for you right now? Stop the video and write something down. 3. What are your 3 biggest character strengths? Again, stop the video and have a think about that. And 4, what are your 3 main character weaknesses? Again, stop the video, have a think. And finally, if I give you the right tools to use, are you willing to dig deep and work hard at believing in yourself and your ability to find your voice? Hopefully that's a great big fat yes. So let's get started. The next video will be all about why you need the right mindset to be a great singer and performer and how to get one. I'll see you in the next video.